Good afternoon, guys, and happy Sunday to all of your sunshiny faces. So guys, I just tried recording this, and again, I'm having the same issue with my memory card in this camera, which means I needed to like buckle down and just get my new camera all ready, which hopefully I'll be able to pay for shortly. And also too, guys, so today, Sunday, we had our football game for Jack's team, for the youth, the varsity youth football team. We won 20-0. We ended up holding the other team to a shutout. We also ended up scoring 3 touchdowns and 1 extra point, which in our like youth football, a field goal is worth 2 points because it's more difficult, and also a pass into the end zone is worth 2 points. And a run into the end zone is worth 1 point. So that's how we actually passed into the end zone, so we got 2 points. So the final was 20-0, and we ended up winning, guys. It was a crazy, amazing game. We ended up actually, well, I didn't record it. One of the parents who coaches our flag, his son plays on our team, and he recorded it. And the only thing is, guys, the quality on the camera I used my old, like, I got this thing for like Christmas, and I never even really liked it, and I've never really used it. And it says it's HD. It's not truly HD. It was like a cheap little camcorder from like Walmart or something, honestly, guys. Regardless, though, he recorded on that, and we can still, like, my dad just wanted to be able to see like certain things and stuff like that, but you can't see the jerseys, numbers of any of the kids. Like, you can't even see like really at all what was going on. You can't even tell really who had the football, except for, you know, like the plays, we knew which kid had the football. So I'm not including any footage for today, just because, like I said, the quality is horrible, and you guys wouldn't even be able to really tell. It just looked like little blobs out on the field too, because he was sitting like up on the hill, so we could get a good angle of it, so it was very far away. And so again, the quality of it was even worse than that. So anyways, we had the game today, and it was amazing because in the halftime it was tied 0-0, and then we ended up scoring at, like, I think with 8 minutes left, which they're only 10 minutes long. I think we scored with 8 minutes into the third quarter, and then we got the ball back and the fourth quarter, and ended up scoring twice more. So it was really amazing, honestly, guys. Our one like stud kid, he ended up having all these crazy blocks actually for our quarterback. He also scored. Our quarterback scored once. Then our like stud running back, he scored once, and then one of our other kids, my dad was like, we need to get him a touchdown, just because he's one of our captains, and he like all the other kids have had like really good games at like the jamboree or the scrimmages that we've had and stuff like that, and he hasn't gotten a touchdown yet. So my dad's like, we need to get him one. So he got a touchdown, and then one of our other amazing stiff arm kids, he does amazing stiff arms. He actually caught the extra point that made it with the 2-point conversion. So all of our, not all of them, but you know, we had a lot of kids that ended up, it wasn't like one kid scored all of our touchdowns today. We had 4 different kids, you know, 3 different kids score touchdowns, and 1 with the extra point. So everything was really awesome. You know, like, we're a big threat out there, I guess, and like, we have so many kids that can do all kinds of different stuff. But honestly, guys, it was about conditioning today, because in the fourth quarter, we were even saying it too, like, the other team their linemen couldn't get up fast enough. They were just so beat, and like at the beginning they're coming out and they're firing off and stuff like that. Even their quarterback too, he ran over the sidelines to like get the play, and he's like coming back, and he's like all exhausted and stuff like that, and you could just tell like our kids were so much more conditioned than the other team's kids. And like you could just like tell, like all the coaches even said it too, and like my dad said at the end when he was talking to all the kids, he's like, you guys, this is why you guys put in the work in practice, you know, in fourth quarter. That's what we call our conditioning, because that's why, you know, in the fourth quarter of the football game is when it paid off and when it counted, and we had, you know, the extra 2 touchdowns in that, and, you know, even in the third one too. So it's like the game might be close up till halftime or maybe even into the third quarter, and then after that is when our conditioning shows up, and you can just tell our kids are still on it and ready to go, and, you know, not tired and not gassed and stuff like that. I mean, they're still tired and gassed and everything, but not nearly as much as the other team because of how well our conditioning is. And so that was a big point in today's game. So we're 1-0, guys. We are undefeated, which is amazing to say. I don't think I've ever said that before, and I know it's only the first game, but it was so close, and like my heart was pounding into the like halftime, because I was like, we're still tied, like we still have a chance here. I was like, but the other team still has a chance, and I kind of thought we were going to come out like just like tearing it up, but our offense was a little bit slow to get started, and our defense too. We had to try and figure stuff out like on the fly, and then they did, and oh my goodness, guys, it was amazing, and it was such an awesome game. I'm not sure what's going on with my camera, guys. Again, I don't want to keep this video too long, or the vlog too long for today, just because my camera again is acting all crazy, and I keep having problems with my SD card. Half the time it ends up recording and half the time it doesn't, and it's also about midnight right now. I was ready to go to bed at about 9:30 and take a shower, and I don't know what happened. I honestly, we went to this one neighborhood where it's the same place we went for the first to Jamboree game, and which is like the bowl game. So we went there for the first week of like preseason, and then we went again this week, which is where our first game was. So we ended up going there, and this is the second time driving through these neighborhoods. These houses are huge, and they are just like amazing and unbelievable. So I actually was on what's it called, I don't even know how to say it. I was gonna say Zulily. No, you guys know the housing place, the like real estate place or whatever it is. It starts with a Z. I'm already having trouble trying to say it. Anyways though, guys, I was on there and like some other places too, looking up like what's it called, like the houses in that neighborhood, and the street that we went down, and we're like, you know, I was like, wow, these are all really crazy huge houses. They go for like, they're like 6,000 square foot homes for like $2 million, I think. Like over 2 million was the most expensive one I saw. It was like 2 point something million dollars. I was like, that is crazy. I mean, our house, because we are in the like Chicago suburbs, is honestly a pretty expensive for, again, like the you know, we have a small house, but you know, if we lived out in the middle of like the country somewhere, it'd be like a fraction of the cost of what we you know, the house is actually like worth here. But yeah, those houses are just like crazy huge and crazy expensive. I mean, ridiculous. And like, I was looking at the pictures on there, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't even believe like some of these. And even the ones too that were like smaller than our house are still like probably twice the amount of what our house actually cost, which is still ridiculous. Just because it's in that neighborhood, which I never even thought was like a super, like with the exception of just like driving through there, I never thought it was really like a super like posh neighborhood or like really expensive, because like driving down their main street isn't like some like, it's a little, I don't even know, like there's no like big shopping complexes and stuff like that. Like it's just little like the same like grocery stores, and it's not like little like local, you know, business kind of places. It's like there's a Jewel and there's a, you know, there's a Staples and stuff like that. They're in like a nicer like strip mall kind of things, but still they're not like that fancy like I'd expect like $2 million home in that area to be, you know, and stuff like that. And yeah, guys, it was ridiculously crazy. So that's how I spent my afternoon. And then I got sidetracked on like some Facebook posts that I was reading about like, oh my gosh, guys, it drives me crazy, like 30 things you shouldn't do in the shower and stuff like that, or you should be doing in the shower or something. And I was like, they're like, make sure you don't, like, you should be taking cold showers and not warm showers. I was like, why should I be taking cold showers? Or like some other ridiculous stuff too. They're like, don't forget to wash your feet when you're in the shower. I was like, what? Why wouldn't I not wash my feet? Like all this other stuff too. They're like, change your razors every, I was like, wait, now this is getting ridiculous and stuff like that, because I don't even know. It was just all kinds of crazy stuff too. And there was like other posts too, like, oh, things that make your clothes, like, make you look unkept too. I was like, well, I'll probably always look unkept, but it's like, if you have minor rips, and I think it was more like for like business, you know, casual wear, stuff like that, like for work and stuff like that. But it was like, make sure that none of your pants have like any like strings hanging, or like, you know, or have any rips in them or anything like that. I was like, that's just kind of like, you know, you probably shouldn't actually do that, and like all kinds of other stuff though. But I was just like, I have to read all of these. So I got so sidetracked. Now it's like midnight, and I was tired, honestly guys, at probably about 8 o'clock, just because for some reason when I am standing out in the, which it wasn't super hot today, I mean it was hot, but it wasn't insanely hot. But when I am standing out in the heat, and like on football days, for some reason I come home and I just can't do anything else because of how exhausted I am. So it was just a crazy day today, guys, too. Like I said, I was honestly, like, when we came home, I was tired, and I was like, I need to do some stuff. So I did work and, you know, kind of stuff like that. But I didn't quite get as much done as I wanted to for today. But yeah, anyways though, guys, I will see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.